She's an African-American artist who's made it her mission to pay tribute to those she calls black heroes and sheroes.
Through my art, I hope that I give a multicultural aesthetic to greatness, that people will look and say, greatness comes out of people that look like me.
Hello, I'm LB, and this is a presentation centered on Sojourner Truth speeches. In 1851, Sojourner Truth spoke at the Akron, Ohio Women's Rights Conference. We will never know exactly what Sojourner Truth said or how she said it, but we do know that Francis Gage's version and the transcripted version by Truth's friend, Reverend Marius Robinson, are strikingly different. And Robinson's version more accurately reflects Truth's true voice and heritage. Why, children, why there is so much racket, there must be something out of kilter. I think that twixt the negroes of the South and the women of the North, all are talking about rights, the white men gonna be in a fix pretty soon. But what's all this here talking about? That man Obadiah say, women need to be helped into carriages, lifted over ditches, and to have the best places everywhere. Well, nobody ever helps me into no carriages, or lifts me over no mud puddles, or gives me any best place. Ain't I a woman? Huh. Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could head me. Ain't I a woman? I have borne 13 children and seen most all of them sold into slavery. And when I cried out with a mother's grief, none but Jesus hear me. Ain't I a woman? And then they talk about this thing in their head. What do they call it? That's it. That's right, honey. Intellect. Well, what's that got to do with women's rights or Negroes' rights? If my cup holds a pint and yourn a quart, wouldn't you be mean not to just let me have my little half measure full? That little man in the black over there say, women can't have as much rights as men, 'cause Christ was a woman. Well, where did your Christ come from? Where did your Christ come from? From God and a woman. Man had nothing to do with him. If the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn the whole world upside down, all alone, all of these women here together ought to be able to put it right side up again. And now that they's asking to do it, the men better let them. Obliged to you for hearing me today. And now, old Sojourner ain't got nothing more to say. May I say a few words? I want to say a few words about this matter. I am a woman's rights. I have as much muscle as any man, and I can do as much work as any man. I have plowed and reaped and husked and choked and mowed, and can any man do better than that? I have heard much about the sexes being equal. I can carry as much as any man, and I can eat as much too, when I can get it. I am as strong as any man there is today. And as for intellect, all I can say is, if a woman have a pint and a man a quart, why can't she have her little pint full? You need not be afraid to give us our rights, for fear we will take too much. For we can't take more than a pint will hold. But the poor men is all in confusion, and they don't know what to do. Well, children, if you have women's rights, give them to her. Then you will feel better, and there won't be so much trouble. I can't read, but I can hear, and I have heard the Bible and learned that Eve caused man to sin. Well, if one woman upset the whole world, do give her the chance to turn it right side up again. That lady has spoken about Jesus and how he never spurned woman from him. And she was right. When Lazarus died, Mary and Martha came to him with faith and love and besought him to raise their brother. And Jesus wept. And Lazarus came forth. And how came Jesus into the world? How came Jesus into the world? Through God who created him and woman who bore him. Man, where is your part? But the women are coming up. Blessed be God. And some of the men are coming up with them. But the men is in a tight place. The poor Slav is on him. The women are coming on him. And right now, he is surely between a hook and a buzzard.
We, this people on a small and lonely planet, traveling through colossal space, past aloof stars, across the way of indifferent suns to a destination where all signs tell us it is possible and imperative that we learn a brave and startling truth. Dr. Maya Angelou.
Sojourner Truth, Bessie Coleman, Claudette Colvin, Lou Hammer, Flojo, Willa Dubois, Hazel Bartley, Cress Welsing, Coretta Scott King, Willa Harris, Etherine Flowers, Christine Van Lowe, Ida B. Wells, Lorraine Hansberry, Joan Birnbaum, Madam C.J. Walker, Juliet Harris, Maggie Lena Walker, Mary McLeod Bethune, Nina Simone, Amanda Foxworth, Queen of Sheba, Shirley Chisholm, Vendera Thomas, Vendera Thomas, Ruby Lee Thomas, Rosemary Herndon, Sandra Bland, Hattie McDaniels, Phyllis Wheatley, Josephine Baker, Donnie Cox, Nina Mae McKinney, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Dorothy Dandridge, Ruby Dee, Margaret Malone, Billie Holiday, Zora Neale Hurston, Sarah Forbes Bonetta, Lena Horne, Whitney Houston.
I'm patiently waiting for my signal to go. Broke the shackles and chains with everybody I know. They thought they could keep us locked up like some animals though. But no, we fight for our freedom with our hymns on the low. No more life as a slave, man, I'm done with all that. No more blisters on my hand, whip marks on my back. Rather die a free man than live my life in these chains. Treated as less than human leaves our history stain. Gotta keep moving, hear the dogs on our trail. Searching to find heaven while we're going through hell. Separated from family, got a wish in the well. Hope they safe and protected till we meet and prevail. They treat us like cattle on our way to the slaughter. Enough is enough, man, we've endured all the torture. We're saving our sons and we're saving our daughters. Just keep your head down, man, and wade in the water. Remember hot days out there on that plantation, picking that field cotton till my hands was aching. Praying to God, wake me up from this nightmare. These people are devils, they don't even fight fair. But even back then at the end of my rope, I knew one day I'd escape, man, I never lost hope. Fast forward to the present, now I'm here on the run, heading up to the north where our freedom is won. Slave catchers behind us with the dogs and the guns, but long as God got us, we won't fear anyone. Stay singing in codes, that's a powerful tongue, cause even when we're free, the battle's only begun. They treat us like cattle on our way to the slaughter. Enough is enough, man, we've endured all the torture. We're saving our sons and we're saving our daughters. Just keep your head down, man, and wade in the water.